So in today's video, we're going to see if this will work. It's kind of an experimental thing. My hair's kind of a mess. I had a hat on. Didn't really want to block the light. Doesn't really matter. But I'm really hoping Nissan was lazy. And between the 720 and the hard body, the transmission mount was the same position. And the shifter was close to the same position. Because if that works out, cut the holes in the floor, or basically widen the hole in the floor for the transmission shifter, for the transfer case shifter to pop through. And we're putting a 89 4-cylinder D21 transmission and transfer case combo in. Which is going to be plenty strong, especially when I'm leaving the Z24 alone. I did joke about putting a little turbo on it, but that's in the future by a little bit. Well, we currently have a transmission out of it, and the transfer case, where there's no going back. The transfer case mounts are no longer in the conversation. No. And then we cut the torsion bar cross member so the transmission can come down. The floor's cut up there for the transfer case shifter to go through. Now we're going to get the rest of this cross member out once we get these lines loose. See about it going in there. I wouldn't say this transmission swap is for the faint of heart. To get it to where it's happy, holy crap, it's close to the floor in the front. I didn't realize how that was. Which is all of the mount on this side I did. A big hole in the floor there. The other side it's got it cut out for some shift solenoid or sensors, basically. And we still need to go higher. Transfer case shifter. But yeah, it's sitting on the original 720 mount. We got to build a new transmission cross member. Buster's here. He wasn't here while we were working on it because I was concerned about him and sparks. But currently, transfer case just barely hangs down. It's as far up as we can go without causing front end issues on the motor. This is the original, what was this cross member? I think this one was torsion bar cross member up here. We've got it cut like this to support these brackets. We'll notch it more over here is the plan. Cut off the tabs here, radius it up. All it's going to do is support these brake lines, fuel lines, and then up here we've got a diff breather line, or transfer case breather line, which will get ended up hooked up. It goes up there. Buster, I don't want to play with you right now. As for the front suspension, you guys have known that I've been taking a lot of time to do this because I want to do it 100% right. We currently, this is with it drooped out real bad. We have a lot of room here, but as the suspension compresses, it gets closer to the cab, and so the axle is pushed as far forward as it needs to be to not make contact. But now the problem is the steering contacts. Like currently, my pitman arm, the tie rod at the pitman arm is behind the drag link. What else do I need to mention about this? Oh, so basically, front of the frame, I'm going to cut it off, move everything forward. You can get away from this. I have a friend, acquaintance, whatever you want to call them, on Instagram that is using an Astrovan box. You can't really do that with leaf springs because Astrovan boxes are front output, and I don't think you could get clearance to the front leaf spring hangers. You might. He's on links. And then as for, what else do I need to mention? Dude, he's chaos right now. He hasn't been out all day because I've been working here on this. The other problem, this truck, by the time I'm done with it, is going to have none of the factory cross members left in it. I have that one. That's the spare tire mount. The gas tank mounts are rotten and horrible, and I want to get the tank out from underneath it, kind of. There's still a part of me that's like, do it this way, let it be. I haven't decided yet. It is for rear transfer case, and I don't remember what was right there that we cut off. It's coming out, much to the dismay of the person who's helping me do this, that you saw in the video. He would like me to use this and step it out. I'm not the biggest fan of that idea. So he's over there trimming the new transmission crossmember that we made. This is 11 gauge. Transmission is most of the way tucked in there. I got these frame plates built on both sides for gussets in that area. We're gonna see how this crossmember fits now, but it's gonna get braces internal of it and everything like that. So, but all this for drive shaft clearance, and then we get to build a new transmission mount crossmember because this transmission is just sitting on the factory one with no mount temporarily. A couple days. It's actually been about 2 weeks since I built the frame crossmember that's in the beginning of this video. Decided I was going to bring the thing home. I really want to do a lot in a 2-car garage, basically to show that no, you don't have to have a big setup shop. Yes, the shop was nice, but with the people that come around and all that kind of stuff, there were more questions asked to me about how I was doing it, and this is my first time. This channel is what I'm doing. 1 second. This is my little blue one that you guys can go back and watch. I made a video of me building the exhaust on it. 2-inch header to its full 2-inch exhaust. Has a cat, nothing from the cat back, basically. Since that video, I put what I call a fart can on the back of it, and it made it a little bit quieter, but it still rasps a little bit at high RPM, and I kind of want to put a muffler on it to make it a little more drivable. But we're going to get back to the shop. I've got 2 90s. See if it fits, tack them into place if they will work the way I want them to work, so that I know transmission crossmember wise where the exhaust is, because I don't want this exhaust hanging below the crossmember. I want it all tucked up close to it. I'll heat wrap the exhaust where it gets close to the floor, transfer case, transmission, any of that, so that I don't overheat something or burn wires or whatever. But I'll get back to you when I get to that section, or that situation. Other than that, I'm just gonna cruise my way home. So that's straight with the transmission transfer case skid that's on the transfer case right now. This isn't what's gonna stay. It's actually gonna dip down a little bit, but you can't even see the exhaust. And currently I can't tilt it down to be flat, but it will go flat. So I think that's going to work. It's actually going to be cool. And then what I was talking about earlier, I do need to go a little bit farther to the back of the truck. Give me a room to where if I drain that, I don't hit the exhaust and have to smell burning 90 weight gear oil for a while, because we all know it. Oh, hey, I got it really close to that. Now it goes uphill, and I can, where's it at? I don't know how much you guys can see. It will clear. So it's going to have to be extended out this way and towards the back a little bit, because there's not a whole lot holding it on the front anymore. But we know it works now. I got crap in my eye, but it works.